Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jeff Arcos. Welcome again to the daily webinar. Today we are Monday, 30 of September 2019. Remind you, this one is not meant to be a financial advice. This is only an education presentation. Please consider time and condition before you continue. Send when you're receiving this recording. So, well, thank God for another day to my love and pray His blessings today. In Jesus' name, Amen. All right, welcome again. Week 40. Let's see what we have for this week. We're carrying a few trades. Was an excellent week last week, but because I didn't close trades, so I let it continue open. So they are continue running for today. On the news side, we went through some the China manufacturing, ANZ business. So that was the reason that New Zealand was moving around this morning. Then we have a 630 carrying account for the British, which hopefully will continue his trend. And today is the last day of the month, and tomorrow we start October, 7 a.m. We got the business confidence, but nothing after midnight. Okay, so let's. I just forgot to send the chats of 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 um of Saturday morning. So that's how I ended up in Saturday. So the whole week went down, then woke up. So the day when it got, so the dollar is going up. So we know the rest will continue follow. The Euro US ended up in a break even. We did have a position there. Normally Friday I like to keep as much as possible, and I said so. Then pound US is continue running until now. Then we got Australia get a second order as it came to the midpoint, the EA. So we got the original order, which was targeted right at the beginning of that run. So, and next breakout, next pullback, it was over there. 72 pips. We did profits with it there, minus 12. Canadian is still, I think at the moment is still running down. Yep, it's going in the way down, as Canadian was showing up there. So one of the things that we always, as I say, we need to, make sure that we have is this changing of the midline. So every time the midline change, there, here, and here is when we need to make sure that this is where so every time the market changes, this is my entry. The change, this is my entry, 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 entry over there, entry over here, entry over there, entry over there, and that was the last. So our decision was made. Simple like that is because we see the move, the midline change the color. So we're looking at why a reason for enter. So today is an yes, it's moving now. So we'll see what happened. What are we doing now? The US Swiss didn't do much. Let's just say normally this currency that are no everything related with the Swiss could be a bit volatile. US yen looks like now we got on the way up, and no, it's still on somewhere around there. Hasn't. Well, we'll be looking to go along with that one. And the main thing is because what we got over here. So it's a change in there. The blue color from red changes it to green, and this one has a change of their strength. So therefore, this is where we take it. Euro yen break there. It's been got a break even first, and then it came the second trade as a loss. So yeah, nothing. We're still looking to go short. Pound yen, same, just break even first, break even second. So still looking to get that run over there. Australian yen, same thing, another break even. New Zealand yen, we got a 31 pips close position, and we open the next one up. Over there, I think I got a stop out today. Yep, got a stop out that one there today. Um, yeah, got to stop out. It looks like the news of the New Zealand is moving now towards down. Canadian yen, we got resistance became support. The colors candles changed from red to green, and that was there. So the trade is going in the direction we're looking. And yeah, it's on a break even at the moment. Hasn't done much, but that's how we look over there. Euro Australia, we did have um, just normal entry over there. Yeah, hasn't gone nowhere since the morning. Euro Canadian is continue running the way down. Euro New Zealand still there. New Zealand has a pullback, very strong pullback, so it's still alive in that trade. Hopefully, will come back down. Pound Australia, beautiful day that when we look at the sell, it was in on the right place, and Pound Canadian the same, and Pound New Zealand continue in the same. I think it, let's just say New Zealand did have some pull. It just came to the midline, the pull, and now it's going down. Okay, so that's Friday, Saturday evening trades, and let's look what we have for today. The dollar ended up strong. Now, are we going to break through this double top over there? You know, that's the big question. So it's one day more to finish September, and it's the second month finished with a very weak on a support level. So are we, you know, if this is now twice it's being a resistant level. So tomorrow is going to be very interesting to see the move over there. It has been a smooth move. It's just, has index up and index down from there. So there we are. So we'll see what's happened from there. Um, Euro US, if you want looking up, there is one look down. So I put in the 1 hour just for it's being Monday, looking for an ABC on setup over there. So if I looking to go short over there, I'm looking for the market breaks, comes back, and then there. So I got at both. So whether the ABC is forming here or we break in the dungeon. So I leave in the 1 now time frame as the euro is still weak and the US is on the strong side. Pound US. Now once we miss the entry where it's supposed to be. The only way to enter into something so strong deep down, even the pound, is the midline. So the only trades that left from there is just to that you only look in the midline. So at the moment I haven't actually. I should be keep the pound into the retracement sell midpoint. So for that 50 pips, 10 pips would be for the pound. 20 only got one because it's only looking for one change, and then the intelligent break-even stop loss, and we put in 2.0 or 3 and 50 pips there. So what this intelligent break-even stop losses does, so I got this order already running from here. So when the market will come back to this midline over there, where did it go? So when the price will come and touch the midline, which is the midpoint retracement, the EA will look to go short. It has to be 10 pips below the line. Even the touch will only activate the order but not execute it. So the execution will be in the 10 pips bip buffer in the direction of the short that we're looking for. We'll be looking now. This one would be alpha of what the lot size that we have over there. So a percentage, half a percentage, with 50 pips stop loss. And when the EA will trigger this trade, the intelligent break-even stop loss will be triggered there. So this is how it works. If this order is 2 lot size and the second, let's see that the midline comes over here, retrace, and then we got the second order over there, it will be 1 lot size. All right. So that's mean that if from here to here is 150 pips distance, all right, so my stop loss will be placed on the 50 pips from the entry. So 100 pips away, 50. So that's mean that if the market for any reason, any announcement comes and spike up, I got what I call a break-even trail. So that's how I add positions and then I secure those. So taken there, but it has to be in the pullback as the market is already break from there. So that's how we do with that sort of kind of management, the positions, and that's how now the pound will run. We got the Australia, so this is the second position. As you see now, this is one lot. So the EA will come to the 50% distance in this trade. And yeah, so still somewhere in the same place. So so the second order activated the retracement. And then if I would have put it half a percentage, then my stop loss would be higher, which is always necessary for me to do that. So the Australia is going okay. We got triggered with the New Zealand because of what happened this morning. Has pulled back a little bit, but yeah, it's a 40 pips distance stop loss, and nothing we can do. New Zealand is still very weak, as we see over there. Now, Australia, New Zealand, we're looking to go short. We should be looking to go long. Normally, that's my thinking, but what I see here is different. So both are in the same direction. Both are strong. This one, actually, we could avoid to try because when both are going in the same direction, this one will do this kind of moves over there. So we never know. The order is there. Nothing that I can do at the moment with the U.S. Canadian. Actually, I can save a little bit more and I only have 12 pips stop loss. So we'll see what happens. US Swiss has been quite interesting. Now what I'm looking here is the US is very strong. We have to see what gold is doing because gold will determine this currency future. So and today Swiss is as strong as it is gold. But what I'm looking here is where I am at the moment, and I'm looking to go long for that one there. So this is in the 1 hour, so I'm looking at the ABC or the break of the 1 hour just to execute it there. Now we see here that we have that we got the changing of the color and a support. So this is a touch level. So if that touch level, we at least we close about that one there, it will give me confidence to entry that trade. This is the yen. The yen we did have last week a shoulder, head and shoulder on a triple bottom on the monthly. So this is the end of the month, but now it's been quite serious this. We got the midline of the monthly there. The market comes over here, rings over there, and that is what is going at the moment. Yep, so sort of still playing the same thing. Now the euro yen, I don't have a trade, but still looking to go short. The pound yen, I don't have a trade, still looking to go short. The Australian yen looking to continue going short. The New Zealand yen continue to go short. I think I got triggered with New Zealand yen. No, not yet. So it's about to get triggered. Now, if we look at the New Zealand is weak. The yen has already, up, and still if we got down and sideways, so still looking that kind of pattern. So yeah, that would be try to look at that. So if the yen is strong, we should be looking to go short, not instead of going long at the moment. So This could be a bit tricky. Now, where is my mouse? I lost my mouse. Oh, there you are. It's not moving, and I don't have. I gave my other mouse to my daughter. Oh, there you are. Canadian yen. So we got a buy over there. Uh-oh. I don't know. It's just being like that on my mouse, and the last must be battery. Okay, this one is there. The Canadian is very clear. It's in the red. It's going to spike up. Canadian is strong, so therefore that's where it's going. Now, when these two are together like that, the chances of succeed trades like this one would be very unlikely. Until we don't have a dominator, this can just go like that. But still putting a trade there and see what the Euro Australia will do. It's not doesn't look that good, but we'll see. Euro Canadian is different, and that's what I'm looking the Euro Australia short. Now, normally I have this kind of effect I would call the when I'm looking, for example, let me show you an example so you have an idea what normally I do when I have normally what I'm looking with have you noticed in my chats that I have Euro Australia, Euro Canadian, and Euro New Zealand? Then I have Pound Australia, Pound Canadian, Pound New Zealand. And the reason of that is because when these guys move, for example, there, we got a beautiful 4 hours break, bam, that's the move 2 weeks, and the market moves amazingly from there. So when we have this kind of move, look what happened with the Euro Canadian of the same. Actually, Euro Canadian was already in that direction. Look what the Euro New Zealand did right in the same moment. So I have in my mind the setting that these three commodities, currencies combined with the European actually trading similarity. Imagine it when we'll have the automatic robot and we just decide to trade the Euro, Australia, Pound, Canadian. Do you think do we need anything more from that? No, really, isn't it? Because of that similarity over there. Now let's look the Pound Australia, and if we're looking for the Pound Australia, for example, this week over there, how clear it was with the Pound Australia. Don't leave me, mouse. My mouse wants to leave me at the moment. Okay, somebody's calling me, but I cannot answer the call. Just let me say. Okay, just send a text. So if this is the Pound Australia there, look what happened with the Pound Canadian. Already was in his way up. Pound New Zealand. That are no small moves. They are huge moves over there. So the that's what I got here. These ones there because through my experience, I have noticed that these groups tend to travel together. So when you see me, the reason, for example, I went with the Euro Australia short because the Euro Canadian is going down and the Euro New Zealand is going down. So therefore, this one will most likely follow, even if I don't have the strength. Is that helps to you? So that's I just wanted you to read my mind by demonstrating that this is what experience has shown me. That was the reason. And here, it doesn't make a sense of should not put a trade over there. But because when I see this, the Euro Canadian is moving in that direction, the index is telling me. So that's why I do this kind of trades. And the Euro New Zealand the same. So Euro New Zealand is retracing a lot at the moment, but look at that beautiful spot over there. So I still I think alive with that one. Nearly got my stop. So this one sometimes retrace. There's 100 pips stop loss. And I could be due all the news that have happened today. So hopefully it will not alter, but here as we see it's been lately going up and going down, going up and now going down. So but tomorrow, Tuesday normally things are more clear than Monday. Pound Australia, definitely from the day that we see over there, we're looking at three touches, we're looking at the monthly high. We did look at shoulder, head and shoulder, sort of kind two shoulders over there, and everything in place there. So that's what I look over here. So that's continue running the pound Aussie. And yeah, so I'm on a break even at the moment, so I have nothing to worry about it. Just leave it over there and see what is happening. So pound Canadian the same. We got an isolated weekly last week, so that was a quite isolated. Support has become resistant. We got that weekly, so the beginning I was looking for that excuse only over there, and so that's why close the buy and open the sell, and there we go. Very simple stuff. And the last one is the pound New Zealand, which is the same thing. So we got here. So all about support and resisting is what it did, and that is the run over here. Okay, and that's where it's going. The last chart that we have over there. So let's look at gold and silver and all of this. Okay, last week we identify with gold that first of all we did have the golden candle setup. We identify the cloning of the monthly channel hitting over there. Plus we did have someone over here. Oh, sorry, someone over here and the monthly resistance. So we got an ABC. And we got that magic date over there, which indicate me right over here, we got a change of color from support to resistance. So therefore, that's the trade. So that's where the possible is going. We got the Fibonacci target. Um, where did I took it? Yeah. So the Fibonacci target is here. Somewhere there. So that's that the retracement towards this leg. That's the tray and that's the first target. So we got two targets over here as well, but that would be the immediately target over there. So at the moment, maybe we can move a little bit up, down, sorry, and that's gold. US oil. Now, tell me something. Why petrol went up in Australia and maybe New Zealand too? Maybe David, it's Dave. Did petrol go up in New Zealand or no? Possible did, isn't it? Here, 10 cents went up in Keynes because of oil is going up like that. Now, how come we know the petrol doesn't go down because here? And what has upset me, as a citizens, nobody says something because when people justify here, oh, the government justify, let's rise up the price of petrol because of these moves. But why we don't experience these moves are reduced of the price of oil? What happened? It's just uh, when they're gonna write a letter to the PM of this country, because somebody has to answer me. That's not right. Somebody has to speak out. And I looked at what it is. But anyway, so that's what I say. Trade what you see, not what you believe. Look, the technical basis was here. This is a signal to go bullish. Come back here, and then let's wait to buy. Listen. So the gap was strong when the drums hit these oil industries. So come up, come over there over here, and right over there we got the change in the color. So it's yep, let's put it a trade, and that's what it's going. Today I can very much put in on a break even, but I'm just gonna set up in a very small short sell from that. Now it's still the only thing I target the monthly low over there. That's the only thing makes sense at the moment. So so yeah, no, just don't know why somebody's making a huge money, tell you, because of this. But nobody says nothing. So we got that channel. So that kind of is bouncing. We have 1, 2, 3. So that's the 4 times. So that's what I mean. It can come to here and bounce from there. So that's US oil. The index, we look the changing of the color of the midline. We look in the, we are in an incredible double top of the market, third touch on the trend line and the monthly. So, this one can go, different way, but this is the decision that we make. So therefore, this is what only we can hang on there and looking for that Australian 200. Same, we're looking at the golden touch over here. We're looking at our index. We were looking where was here. There we put a line over there, and that one over there, that's all-time high. So yeah, so look at that. We've got a sell, so very reasonable reasons why to sell. So on the weekly, we did have the weekly sort of kind down. The daily, we did have the daily. So the sell stop is still in place in 4 hours. So that's what I'm looking at the moment. So it might not happen. It might just be this a retracement. So we just need to be aware if tomorrow the market changes. So we just follow what the market is doing at the end of the day. The German market, we did have the sell over there already, so the stops is in place. We're looking at shoulder, head and shoulder over there. A lot of resistance, so we'll see what the Germany, look what the Germany is quite strong. That's a strong point where the market is reacting, so that's what I'm looking from there. The Japanese 225, there was an easy peasy as well. The levels of resistance, the zone came over there. We're looking at the monthly as well. And the most important, this is what John, as you come in over here, what we really say here is that this is possible resistance. We don't say it is resistant. These are only possible resistance levels. What is confirming these resistance levels is the midline changing the color. And the moment the midline changes the color, the possible resistance is now resisting, and then we look the trade, highs for the stop loss, and we manage from there. All right, so this is the same principle we do in every single trade, every single currency that we are looking at the moment. Okay, so same for example in here, this is a possible support. But what is telling us that's a possible support is when this line changes the color. Here we have the first attempt, possible, we got a small loss. In a second attempt, the market broke up from there and boom, went. So we didn't get 100%, but at least 80% of that run or 70% was taken from that trade over there. Okay, so whenever it's possible support and possible resistance, what we want, if we're looking there, we're looking here, we're looking there, that was right over here. So what my eyes is the moment this line change the color. That's become like a signal, a warning signal. That's all. Not an entry signal, but a warning signal. So when I see the warning signal over here, then I command to the EA to trade the break. Then I look in the highest over there for my stop loss, and then I manage the trade. You understand that, Dave? I'm sorry, John. as you knew. So that's how simple we, and this is no index meta here. We just do that way over there. Very simple stuff, ABC, and that's it. Friends, we're looking here the same. Lot of resistance over there, lot of resistance over here. Look at it, it is there. So we did see that one there. So we got a seller stop. So we're still looking the sell, the line is still in the sell. So I'm looking for rejection points over there, and yeah, still nothing has happened yet. But this is where I'm waiting. The midline hasn't changed the color. So therefore, this is where we are. And the S&P 535 is we were looking to go buy, so the buy is executed as the line hasn't not changed the color. So if the line doesn't change the color, so I don't change my decisions. So I just trade, and doesn't making sense this because all the index coming down. I don't know, the Spain is very strong, the 35 that is going up. So therefore I just looking for a small loss in the midline. Instead of the borderline, if it was a share, I would have done in the external outline. But if it's not, I just looking from there. Okay. All right. So we finished that, and that would be for Monday. All right. So tomorrow I will continue with looking more in depth about that um, um, about the index meta and the relation that we have with currencies around here. Okay. Without much to say, have a good afternoon. I'm gonna finish my cappuccino. Just made my own cappuccino, and we'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. God bless you. Cheers and bye.